It's almost 2 a.m. here in Boston. What are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, April Love, here in Boston, wishing you a blessed time. Truly hope you are finding reasons to smile, to laugh, to enjoy life, to appreciate everything and everyone around you. Thank you to the first person in, the second person in. Hit that like button. Let me know. Let me see that love. Stephanie, what is it? What's good, girl? Try to keep me awake. I still got a couple hours to go at work, and I'm tired as a. So who's the second person? Nathan, what's up? Thank you for coming in. Congrats on your 2,000 subscribers. Congratulations. You rock. I'm still on my road to 1K. Harmony, what's up? Girl? I think you're a girl. Just the name Harmony makes me believe so. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button. Of course, can't expect anything different. I know you're jamming. I'll be over to your stream in a little bit. I'm doing good, just trying to stay awake. Hello, thank you for coming in. Thank you, Stacy. Appreciate it. Hit that like button. Thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to keep myself awake here at work. Yeah. This is what I normally do when I'm at work. When I start getting a little tired, I throw on the live stream. And last night I did pretty well. Today I'm struggling just a little bit, but I'm good. Thank you, I appreciate it. I don't know why on my screen it takes forever for the likes to go up, or like for me to see exactly. Hey Riley, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Like right now, it says I'm sure there's more than 4 people in here, but it says 4 people. And it's on my screen. It says I only have 3 likes. So I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's just a lag in the computer. The phone. And as always, I am yawning because again, I'm trying to keep myself awake. Here at work, I still have about 4 hours to go. But yeah. So how was everybody's day? I don't even remember what day it was. It's Friday, I believe. Much love, much love. Stuff. So I got a couple of my t-shirts in today. I won't be able to make a new video until Monday or Tuesday. I would say I'm glad the weekend's here, but I have to work all through the weekend, so I'm doing 12-hour shifts until Sunday morning, and then I go back. I'm basically working 14 days straight. 4 of those days are 12-hour shifts. I can't complain about my job though. I get a lot of downtime, obviously. you know, although I would much rather be at home right now, you know, the fact that I have so much downtime here, I take advantage of of being able. Yeah, so my regular schedule is usually Sunday to Thursday, 11 to 7. But because we're having an event this weekend, starting Thursday, this past Thursday or this Thursday, up until up until Monday morning, I've been doing 6 to 6, and then come Monday night, I'll go back to my regular schedule of 11 to 7. So, but I still can't complain because I have a cousin who literally been working pretty much 7 days a week on a regular basis just to make ends meet. So I really can't complain too much. And she actually has to do some work. She has to do physical work. She works at the airport, so she's up on her feet all day, lifting bags, checking IDs, and interacting with people for the most part. Usually I'm working alone. This weekend I do interact with a little bit more, I interact with people a bit more. But for the most part, like right now, I'm pretty much on my own. So true. Although I'm sure you agree with me that wouldn't mind not having a job, not having to work yet, still making money. I think that's everybody's ultimate goal, just to have as much free time as possible to travel or be with family or do the things you really love to do and still make money. And some people have figured that out, while the rest of us are still scratching our heads. Keeps fluctuating. It says 3, then 4, then 3, then 4. Because I believe in the law of attraction, I just keep putting it out there that I'm already a millionaire. That money always comes into my life as easy as possible. I'm blessed that my bills get paid on time, that I still have some money to enjoy myself. You gotta put the feeling and the belief out, feel it within, and allow everything else to fall into place. It is all about being positive and not just, to think positively, but to feel feel that positivity to how long does it it depends. A lot of my poetry videos, they're usually done on the spot, like, because hello BNR Houston, I appreciate you coming in. Hit that like button. um I could probably even come up with something on the spot right now. The only difference between me doing it here versus me doing it for an actual video is I can come up with each line as I go. And if I'm doing it like here at work, I can, change my location. I can change direction and figure out what I want the next section to sound like and look like. Versus here, you'll see me thinking, but I can come up with something on the spot if I had to and stuff. I probably will too, because I'm kind of, I want to, keep my mind moving at the moment. So I'm already thinking of something too. Like I definitely wouldn't say that I like freestyle as like a freestyle rapper. Like I'm not nowhere near like a Snoop Dogg or Eminem that like can really come up with rhymes and stuff, but like I can start the process of coming up with something, like just holding these keys. I'm like trying to think of something. Well, if I'm using my cell, it really doesn't matter whether I'm using my cell phone or not. But if I'm using my cell phone, I can edit as I go. So, say if I'm here, I might start the poem right here. Hold the keys to my future or your future. Keys to life, keys to light. See, I'm already starting. um, sometimes it's hard to get the shots that I want to because I'm the only one holding the camera. But I've recorded many poetry videos here, and there's a lot of spots on this property that make for good video backgrounds and video, really nice video scenes. Um, so I will try to get creative with, the position in the camera and guide me with knowledge of powerful affirmations. Are you getting spiritual on me, Miss Stephanie? Preach! Preach! I don't know. But yeah, no, as far as doing the poems, if I record with my phone, I can edit as I go. If I if I'm recording with my actual camera, I'll do scene by scene, and then I'll go edit what I have. And if I feel like I want to change something, then I obviously have to go back. I have to figure out if I'm going to change it completely or wait until I go back to the place that I recorded or whatever. That's one of the things I like about recording with my phone, and to be honest, is that the ability to edit as I go versus editing, recording everything on camera and then having to go edit. And because I like and there's pros and cons to both, and depending on what software you're using or editing app you're using. Hey, Liz Fashion, thank you for coming in. Hit that like button. Appreciate you stopping in. But I don't record as much with my phone anymore, but I do really like, and especially I really like the editing app that I use on my phone a little bit more than I like the software I use on my computer. Somebody was asking me about how I how quickly I can come up with a poem and how I record the videos for my poems. And then I started thinking of coming up with a poem on the spot. And then I continued on talking about um, how I record some of my poetry videos. And I'm also just trying to stay awake, so if I start mumbling, you know why. Maybe I will come up with something on the spot. But when it comes to poetry, although there are different techniques to it, it's in the great part about doing it on video is you can piece it together. Because I used to try to do written poetry, but the problem is I can never remember what I wrote down. So I started playing with the idea of doing, raw cuts of me doing poetry, because I also have a radio show. I haven't done it in the last couple months. This coming Wednesday, I should be back on the air live. I was supposed to do it this week, and then I realized that 4th of July fell on Wednesday, and I don't even know if the radio station was open that day, the place that the radio station's in. So, and I kind of forgot that it was Wednesday. So, but my radio show should be back up on this coming Wednesday, and I used to write down a physical poem at least once a week for the radio show, and then I got lazy and started doing the poems. Started doing on the spot poetry to go along with the theme or the music that I was playing for that day on the show. And then as far as doing poetry for video, I used to try to write out a poem and try to play out the scenes in my head, that if I was going to make it into a video, or if I had written down a poem for the radio show, I would try to make that poem be the poetry video of the week. But because, like I said, I can never remember the lines to my own writing. So I started, if a thought of a poem or if a couple of lines started running through my head randomly, I would pull out my cell phone and start recording those particular lines, and then I would go from there. So, and that's how you can look at it. And if you have a line or something that pops in your head that's just kind of random, or maybe you're thinking of something that's going on in the world, You can like maybe you had an event happen in your life, or you saw something on TV that either inspired you or upset you, and you know maybe a line of an actual song popped in your head. You can play off of that, or the thought of the emotion coming up for you. You can start a poem in that way too. And if you're gonna do it, as a video, and like I said, the way I would do it is, sometimes I'll just record it all the way through, and if I happen to be walking around while I do it, then, after I get it together, I could edit it down to make it look like I'm, doing multiple scenes or whatever. Because, and because I watch a lot of video anyway, I like the scene of, the whole thing, a whole, like, I'll do it with this now, where, like, I'll be doing the poem and we get this view where I'm completely turning around, or I'm down here for one scene, I'm up here for another scene, I'm over here for another scene. And I'm sorry if I'm giving you motion sickness. But and I just kind of take my cues from other videos that I've seen. Like there's a content creator named Humble the Poet, and sometimes he drops knowledgeable videos, like either his opinion or his take on relationships or friendships or whatever, right? And I'm sure you've seen this too in other people's videos where they'll be on one side of the screen and they say whatever they're going to say, and then the next scene they're on this side of the screen, right? And then they're in the middle, and then it's all the way up here, and then they're all the way back here. You know, you do. I haven't. I look at his stuff online, but I've played with the idea of getting his books. The only reason I have it is because I got like 10 books that I bought over the last couple years that I intended to read, and I never finished reading them or even got started reading them. I'm like, it's gonna be another book that's just gonna sit there. What's the book that he's been promoting? I don't have Kindle. I don't even have a tablet. I just have the cell phone, my laptop. Although I have been thinking about possibly getting a tablet. All right, and you know what? Because the topic of poetry and how I record a video came up, or my poetry videos, I think I am going to come up with a poem. Because it's kind of like forming in the back of my head as I'm speaking. So just give me a second. What's up, Mr. Trucker? How goes it? Hit that like button. Appreciate you coming in. And by the way, Trucker, I'm guessing it's primarily from you. The other day I replied to your comment saying that I just went over the 10,000 minutes of view time. Now I'm just over 11,000 minutes. I know that's still not anywhere close to 4,000 hours, but hey, it's a start. All right, so let me see if I can come up with a poem on the spot. The key to life is trying the best we can. One key, two key. Look in the mirror and you can see me looking back at me. Inspired by the keys I hold in my hand. The keys to life, the keys to love, the keys to financial freedom, keys to relationships, whether it be two people or one being. As I hold the keys and move them around, I think of the flow of water and how it has no bounds, how it hydrates and quenches thirst. It's another key to life that helps to make us wise. Helps us keep us wise. We stumble, we fall. We get up and dust ourselves off. And whether we sit in a room with four corners or in the middle of nowhere, with four or more forks in the road, again, keys to life. And maybe it has four doors. Go in any direction we desire. We don't let the mind get in the way. We let the heart guide our way. Keys to life come in many different ways. They jingle the more we have on our chains. It can free us or hold us down. We can create our own jail cells or spread our wings and fly. Maybe I'm getting a little too deep for 2:20 in the morning, but that's all right, because at least once in our day, we need to sit back and reflect at the keys that make up our days. I reflect on a regular basis on my life past, my present, and my future. The keys to doors that don't open anymore. The keys that haven't opened anything yet, but when they do, you know it's going to be the best. And the keys of the present moment are always the most important, because not only do they keep us centered, they remind us that this is the only moment we truly have. Now, you might be looking for a poem that rhymes every few lines, but really, poetry is like art. There is no boundaries, no rules, even though they try to give us some. At the end of the day, it's what's in our heart and what we want to spread. And of course, at the end of the day, we all just want to spread and feel love. Snaps. That was it. I could have kept going, but I was trying to find an ending. Thank you for stopping in at aloveproductions Poetry Corner. Word. Word to you, mother. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe Fuzi liked it too, because he's making a lot of noise in my notifications. You got Stephanie. You got Fuzi's notifications too. Stephanie, I know you watch Fuzi, so you saw his last couple of videos, and were you balling too? That dude had me so woke yesterday. Yeah, because if you watched any of my videos or live streams this past week, you know that I was straight up exhausted. No matter what time of day or night it was, I could barely keep my eyes open during work. But yesterday, or Thursday afternoon, before I was coming into work, he had posted a video that got me. I knew it was going to make me cry, and he already warned that it was going to make me cry. No problem, Riley. Thank you for stopping in. I truly appreciate it. Trucker, I am at work, but I swear to God, anybody that knows who FuziTube is on YouTube, I put his links in my last actual video. Hey, unapologetically. I always want to say unstoppable, but I know that's another person, another another person. I always want to say it's Marie. I should know that too, because I got a cousin named Marie. And you're gonna have to tell me every time you come in here, it's Marie. Because I stink at names. But if anybody knows or doesn't know who Fuzi is, Fuzi, aka FuziTube, was one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform for the longest time. Over the last 2 years, he's had a love-hate relationship with YouTube. A lot of it was more of a personal thing, but he would come and go through depression, anxiety, and lash out through some of his videos. But he would always come back to the positive. He would always come back to his belief in the law of attraction. And you would see, and each time he came back, you would see his personal growth. You could see how he grew as a person. You can see how he grew mentally, emotionally, spiritually, just overall. And the last 6 months or so is no exception. Or last, I say, almost full year now. When he he moved to Jersey to be with his family. He started a whole brand new channel that he managed to get up to 1 million subscribers within like 6 to 8 months. Then he stopped posting to YouTube for about 3 or 4 months. And now he's back, stronger and better than ever. In a highly creative, motivating, spiritually awakened kind of way right now. That on one side, if you didn't know him, or even if you have watched him, you see him. You can see that he's kind of manic, but this time he's embracing that manicness, and he's channeling it all into being positive and being motivational and being inspiring, and just letting that positive energy take him over, even if it's in a manic-y way, versus what he would do otherwise, where he would be manic-y in a negative way. And he's actually on a motivational speaking tour. He did his first motivational speech ever at a performance in Australia a couple days ago, and he had like a very emotional and insane like breakout thing, and connected with a 15-year-old that had just lost his father to cancer, and then found out he himself has cancer. And you gotta watch the last couple videos he put out, to really understand and feel the emotion that he's been putting out and feeling. And yesterday he put out the part of his performance or whatever, where he was speaking with this 15-year-old, and of course I was bawling, but it kind of woke me up from my own tiredness over this past week. And as you can see, just me talking about it now, it's like my energy is back up. I'm still foggy, but I'm like, whew. And like I said, the last video I put up about challenging myself to be more grateful, I put the links to both of Fuzi's channels in the description for that video, as well as Roman Atwood's link, because Roman Atwood's another one that's been very motivational for me. But I was more so putting out Fuzi's because because of where Fuzi's energy is right now, and the fact that I was dead tired when I was watching that video, and I was actually getting ready for work. And by the time I finished watching that video, my energy was back up, and I was like, I'm gonna get, he's talking about all the things he's gonna manifest and make happen, and what he realized his purpose is. And I'm sitting there going, I know what my purpose is too. Law of attraction is gonna work for me too. I'm gonna be the millionaire too. I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna get, and like in my brain with it, like they talk about how love and positive energy is contagious. Like within the 15 minutes of watching that video, by the end of the video, even though I was bawling my eyes out from feeling the emotions from the video and the people in it, I was like, my energy was back up. And even just talking about it, I went from yawning and being tired to like still being tired, but and yeah, I believe in the law of attraction, and not to put anything negative out there, but the law of attraction is a very interesting and funny funny thing because even the stuff when people hear, I think, hey, Mama Bear, and hello, Gorilla, I saw you. I saw you. I don't want you to think I was not paying attention. I haven't been juicing. I've been eating like crap all week. Hello, Metro. I've been eating like crap all week, but I'll tell you this from coming across a few other people, including your friend, uh, what's her name? Davis. Um, I think once I'm finished with this coming week of work, I may try to do another juice fast or try to at least do a mix of juicing and eating clean for at least a week. Because I think I realized one of the reasons why I was so tired is I was teetering between um, with withdrawals and not and then going back to eating regularly at the same, immediately after. So I gotta keep that in mind. And I knew I was gonna go through withdrawals, but like I wasn't really. All I kept focusing on it was that I was excessively tired. I know that feeling. But yeah, I definitely want to get back on point with the juicing. I wish I could take a power nap. Normally I do take naps at work, but because I'm doing a little bit different work this weekend, I actually have to try to stay awake. Naps. All right, unapologetic Marie. Thanks for coming in, Marie. But as far as the law of attraction, it really is a balancing act, and it really, you really gotta. Um, guys, I'll be right back. Um, I'm hearing noise, and I don't know what people yelling, so I gotta find out what that is. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I promise. I'll be right back. I'm back. I may get interrupted again though, but I'm back. Got a couple of social people not involved with us making some noise, so but I am back. But yeah, what was I gonna say about the law of attraction? The interesting thing about law of attraction is a lot of times we don't realize, we may be actually, yeah, we may actually be, I keep getting distracted. Anyway, very abruptly end this. I may come back, but in case something comes up, I may have to let it go. But I'm just being distracted. There's not anything out there. I'm just kind of looking. I know for me anyway, when it comes to the law of attraction, I do believe in it, but I also know that I still get caught up in my worry and my anxiety and my fears of the future or the uncertainty of things. And, when it comes to the law of attraction, if it's something that you actually believe in, law of attraction is a lot about, it's not just about thinking and believing positive thoughts. It's that's only a small part of it. The other part of it is full on knowing belief and feeling it, like literally, like spiritually, mentally, emotionally, like everything has to be aligned. The way you physically feel about something, mentally think about something, psychologically think about something, because depending on which guru you listen to, some of them don't believe that there's a subconscious, and they believe it's all about vibration. And it doesn't matter what terms you use. At the end of the day, they're basically telling you the same thing. It's just a matter of what wording they use that will help reach the audience that they're speaking to. But really, the law of attraction. And I've had moments in my life where I've seen law of attraction work. The number one thing that I've brought up over the last couple years, is the red Jeep that I have. If you watched any of my videos, I have an old 1997 red Jeep Grand Cherokee that I got for free. I got it 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. It's a 20-year-old vehicle. It belonged to my brother's father. And originally, he was going to sell, his father wanted him to sell the car. But I had asked, and I told him, why not just give it to me? I need a vehicle. It'll keep me from having to borrow yours. And the reason why I contribute this to the law of attraction is for the longest time, I said the first car I want to have is an SUV. I don't want to just get a car to get a car. If I'm going to have a car, I at least want it to be the style of car I want. I used to want a Honda CRV, but at the end of the day, I just really wanted an SUV. And lo and behold, after years of trying to save and not being able to save and trying to save again, I end up getting this this Jeep Cherokee for free. My brother could have easily told me, no, I'm gonna sell it. My father wants the money for it, but he gave it to me. My brother's father's wife wasn't too happy about it, but it was sitting at his aunt my brother it was sitting at my brother's aunt's house for a year. So, they finally gave it to me, and I still have it. So, and I've had like spurts of things as far as law of attraction. When it comes to bigger things like money, I think why, and I'll speak for myself. I know for a fact one reason that winning lottery ticket, or that large amount of money hasn't popped into my life yet, is because I have I still worry about money. And if I'm going to continue to worry about money, law of attraction or life or the world around me is going to put me in positions that are going to continue to have me worry about money. Granted, I might have legit reasons to be worried about money, whether it's my brother's going to move out, how am I going to pay the rent? I might lose my job. How where and how am I going to make enough money? These are legitimate reasons to feel worried and stressed about work. Or maybe you got a bigger bill, an unexpected bill, you got to fix your car. These are legitimate reasons for you in the present moment to be worried about money. But when it comes to the law of attraction, and I listen to one of the gurus, speakers that I listen to on a regular basis is Esther Hicks, aka Abraham Hicks. And she said, a lot of what she says is to, you know, to not think about the lack of what you have, because the more you think of the lack of it, the more you're gonna have things that remind you of the lack continue to come in, and you'll keep seeing. See, this is why law of attraction doesn't work. I want the money. I believe I can have the money. I believe I deserve the money. But the reason why we're not getting the money is what I already said, is we're focused on the lack of, or the worry of, or whatever. And I know personally is, and I go up and down with it. And I mentioned this, I think I mentioned this recently, that there's been time, over the last, I've worked at this particular job for about 12 years. And then there's been multiple times where I was really concerned about how I was going to pay a bill, or how I was going to pay the rent, or feeling like I didn't have enough money, or I need more money. And the more that I felt that stress or that worry, the more that, like, I wasn't aware of the fact that regardless if I worried about it or not, money was still coming in. At the moment. So, the worry was for no reason. To some extent, was for no reason, because I was still working. I was still getting a consistent paycheck. And whenever I thought I didn't have enough money, even if it was just an extra $5, somehow that an extra few dollars would actually show up. It wasn't hundreds and thousands of dollars, but it was just enough to go, I still got money coming in. And even when it comes to like the idea of lottery, if I say what I want is to win the lottery, everybody sitting here, anybody in conversation go, yeah, I want to win the lottery too. But what's the next thought after that? when you stop and think about it? What's the next thought after that? That it's not possible, that it's rigged, that that you know, that it's not, it doesn't happen for everybody. If that's your thought process, then it's never going to happen for you. The lottery is 100% of something you can believe that you could win. But you have to think about, you have to clear up your thought process about the lottery. And just because you clear it up today doesn't mean you're going to win today. But the more you practice the thought that I am fully capable of winning the lottery. People win the lottery every day, whether they win $5 or $5 million. Somebody every day is winning at the lottery. I've won at the lottery. I've won $5. I've won $100. I've won a couple of $100. Who's to say I can't win $5 million? And if you listen to anybody that talks about the law of attraction, especially like actors and people that believe in that, all right, I may have to mute this for a second. We'll see if they come in. If the person comes in the office, I'm gonna mute this. I won't just end it. Um, but you know, in listening back to speaking about Fuzi, listening to Fuzi the last couple of days, he's really pushing and inspiring me to really try to clear up my own vibrations and my own thought process, in my own mindset, in my own, not just even the mind, like my overall alignment of mental, emotional, spiritual, getting everything aligned. Like that's what I want my focus to be. Because I know my dreams can come true, and I do have big dreams and stuff, but I do let the worry get the best of me. I do let, my quiet thoughts or subconscious thoughts, hinder my ability to receive or be opening to receive the things that I say I desire and want and need and whatever. And I want to thank the 4, possibly more people that are quietly listening. Because no one said a word, but I'm still sitting at 4 people. I'm sure, I don't know if there's more people, but according to my screen, there's 4 people and 12 likes. So thank you. And I got a couple of my shirts in the mail today, and I got one more order coming in. Should be here by next week, but when I'm able to make a video, an actual video, I'll be showing the shirts I got in the mail from aloveproductions.com. Oh, I'm down to 3 hours to go. Oh, yeah? I know I got a lot to choose from. I've played with the idea of cleaning out the store a little bit and then showcasing a handful of designs at a time. but I haven't convinced myself to do that yet. I've thought about it, but at the same time, like, I don't want to take the shirts down. But it might help to get a couple of sales if I narrow it down to a handful of designs at a time. Not sure though. If I were to do that, there's probably about 4 designs specifically that I know that I would definitely keep on there. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the like. I like you too. I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping in and saying hello and showing some love. And I welcome you to my live streams. Apparently people like them. Because I have a handful of people that have become regulars in my thing. My girl Tiffany and Ghostly have been missing in action. They've got some family. They've been busy with family and stuff, but I know they're here in spirit, probably literally, knowing Tiffany. And I'm almost there. When I hit 750 supporters, I think I'm going to do a giveaway of one of my paintings. And when I hit that 1K milestone, I'm debating on if I'm going to do a multiple giveaway or not. I'm trying to do like the quarter milestones up until I hit the 1K. So when I hit 750, that will be I gotta figure out what I should do to celebrate the 1K when it happens. I don't know if I should do something fun for a vlog, do an all-day live stream. I don't know. I mean, I get a handful of people into my live streams, and I'm sure if I stayed on for the only issue I would have with doing an all-day live stream is I wouldn't want to do it from my computer, and if I did it from my phone, I'd be worried about the phone that dying, so I wouldn't be able I could only do it for as long as my phone would hold out, and that I could continue to charge it and be able to hold the phone right and all that good stuff. But, you know, I'm kind of focusing on the thought of the 1K and shirt designs, and multiple things are kind of seeping into my head right now. I'm surprised I got so many people in here for as long as I did. For 2 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate it. You know what's interesting too is when I hit the 500 subscriber mark, I originally was only giving out 1 t-shirt. Then at the last minute, I decided to give out 2 because, yep, it's about to hit 3 a.m. But I started this at 2. Still got 3 hours of work to go. But I'm playing with the idea of possibly doing the same thing when I hit 750. Whether I give out a couple pieces of art or a couple T-shirts to give people that have this been showing a lot of support. Like an example is when I hit the 500, I gave a shirt to the 500th subscriber, and then I ended up wanting to give her. I just got billing for something. Actually, you know what was funny? I just got the bill for my store. As I'm speaking of the store, I just got billed for having the store. Now, if I could get a couple people to buy some shirts, that will pay for the store. Instead of it just coming out of my own pocket. Whoa. Like Divine Tiffany, the reason why she even got a shirt was because why was it? I think it was because when I was trying to get to 500, she was showing extra support and extra love, and I think it was the live stream. I think I did a live stream just before the one of the create-a-thons, and I was telling people if I can make it to 500 before the create-a-thon, that I would do a giveaway on there, and I didn't end up getting it during that. Juicing for Life t-shirts. You know, people told me when I started making the shirts, you know, that's a good idea as well. But if you see my shirts, right? Because people have asked me, you know, you should make shirts that have to do with particular causes or whatever, and you know, gear it towards like people, violence prevention or women's rights or whatever. But if you look at all the designs that I have on my store, if you look at the wording, you look at no matter what the design is, there's a common thing that's between all of them. It's not necessarily geared towards one cause or another cause or whatever. The only one I would say is a little bit more specific is the new flag shirt that I made with the Moroccan flag and the American flag. That was actually an idea and request from a family member, an in-law. But even with that, like that may end up becoming a collection of itself. But all my shirts, the whole thing behind it is spreading love and positivity, uplifting people, and at the very most, or very least, promoting unity. You know, so like the multiple flag shirt that I have, that's one of my paintings. I made that into a shirt because to me it's what it represents what America is to me, which is multiple nation, the Pledge of Allegiance says one nation under God. When when the Boston Marathon bombing happened, and I've said this a bunch of times before, I reflected on what was at the finish line, what I saw at the finish line, and what I see at the finish line, what they usually have at the finish line, lining both sides of the finish line, are flags from nations around the world. And it also made me think back to 9/11 and the fact that, those things happened, that particular event happened at the World Trade Center, which again represents represents world, hence the name World Trade Center. So I thought of that. I thought of the flags at the Boston Marathon finish line. And I thought of one nation under God, but when I stopped and thought about it, I'm like, we're not one nation under God. We're one nation of all nations under God. And that's what inspired me to paint the flag painting that I did and convert it into a shirt. Because when you stop and think of America and not the America that the current administration is trying to make us out to look like, we are one nation of all nations. There's people from every country, every walk of life, every sexual orientation, every religion, and whether you're left, right, whether you're an extremist or not, whether you promote positivity or hate, it all makes up what this country is. Makes up what the world is, really. But when you stop and look at the U.S. and maybe a handful of other nations, countries, I may have to mute this for a second. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yay! Be positive. Thank you for coming in. J.A. Knowledgeable HUD. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. And I know you guys have supported, new supporters. Part of the hashtag I am a creator. Hashtag hell yeah. Hashtag awesome sauce. Hashtag I am the greatest. Hashtag I am the greatest. I'm going to show you how great I am. Shout out to Mr. Hashtag himself, James Cox. Awesome time. I like even when they are making fun of that even they do that. They're like, awesome sauce. Like they're like only partially enthusiastic about it. Awesome sauce. And Stephanie, I know you have no clue because I don't think you've gone into any of the Create-a-thon marathons. Although if you get a chance tomorrow, you should jump in and to check it out. Have a good one. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you for hitting that like button. Well, every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Technically, it's a lot longer than that, but 2 p.m. Hey, Sid. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming in, checking out me live. Like number 15. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. I just got to get James Cox in here. And Vern. I don't think any of them have been in here. I know I tend to do. I always end up doing my live streams when I'm at work because if I do them at home, I appreciate it. Love right back at you. You know, it's hard for me to do live streams during the day because my mother is not always appropriate, and I don't want any negativity coming into the stream. I am in Boston, Massachusetts. Shout out wherever you are from. And hello, Kenneth. Thank you for coming in and showing some love, giving me those thumbs up. I'm up to 16 likes, at least on my screen. I've had a nice little flow of people coming in. So I appreciate it, especially at 3 a.m. Nice. So if you're from the Philippines, I'm sure you're familiar with some of the popular YouTubers that their families are originally Filipino, like Mr. Alex Wasabi, Dietrix, who else is Filipino? Lazy Ron Studios. I think somebody else is I think there's another popular Filipino. Isn't that a boxer? Yeah, I was talking about YouTubers. The funny thing is, I'm a big fan of the Rocky movies, but I can't really sit through a boxing match. Although boxing does interest me, I just don't have the attention span to watch a boxing match. I don't know, it's weird. I have some interest in it, but not enough to actually sit there and watch it. But the Rocky movies are my favorite movies. And they're boxing movies. So I think the topics got really interesting tonight. We went from talking about poetry and editing videos to law of attraction to how young am I? I am 41 years young. I am 41 years young. I'll be 42 in September. And your point, Stephanie? I'm playing with my hair. I'll be getting my hair cut soon. Because I'm getting a little tired of the... No children's. Married, but not that green. Been on for an hour and 25 minutes. Nice. Okay, so what do you want for your birthday, lady? Miss Stephanie? Hey, look, I'm Joe Dirt's cousin. Well, that might have to be his birthday gift to you. Letting him let you beat him up. This is close to a pink hairdo, right? I have the melody to one of Pink's songs in my head. That's not good. Now you got other people rooting you on to beat up my brother. Kirk is my brother, and Stephanie's someone I actually know. I'm gonna have to do a live stream at my house and tell him on screen that Stephanie's getting other people involved in wanting to beat him up and get his reaction live on stream. Oh, you postponed your trip here for me. You're so nice. So nice. Yeah, we all know what he'll do. Yeah, I got all this cut, all shaved, and then just, the ponytail. The ponytail may go away, though, by next week. We'll see. Thank you to the fourth person who is in the chat, who came in. I was staring at the number, just waiting to see if you were going to say hello. Hello, it's me. I'm not going to sing the rest of the song because I don't want to get copyrighted. Go to sleep. I think this is the most likes I've got in a live stream. I don't know if you're entertained by the fact that only this much of my head is actually in the shot. You know what's even funnier? I don't know if I get to squish my own head. Crush, 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 crush. No wonder why I get headaches. Ready? Ready? I do security and weird stuff on live stream. It doesn't work the same if I do it from here. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. I'm crushing my own head. Ready? Let's see. Be funny. Sure, whoever comes in and I'm not saying anything is probably asking themselves, what the hell is she doing? It's entertaining me. I guess that's actually the more important thing. If you can entertain yourself, you can entertain others. Well, I am the one that taught him about the head crusher. Hello. Thank you for coming in, Beth. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. So are you, Stephanie. That's why you're here. I appreciate it. It's going to take a second to show up on my screen, I guess. There it is. Number 117. No, I'm not crazy, but no, I'm not mad, but I'm going mad, so there is a discount. Are you mad? No, me? I'm not mad, but I am going mad. Have a good one. Thank you for coming in, Sid. Have a blessed day. I appreciate you. Thank you to whoever else just came into the chat, into the live stream. I'm sure if you hit that like button, I will notice it. Let's see if I can actually get to 20 likes before I end this stream tonight. According to my screen, I have 17 likes, thumbs up. Let's see if I can get up to another 8, get at least 3 more. One, two. That's one thing I have never been able to master. Playing an instrument and singing or speaking at the very least at the same time. I can do a poem or I can play an instrument. I can't do both at the same time. I can sing very badly or play an instrument, but I can't do both at the same time. I'm debating how much longer I want to do the stream for. Kind of have to go potty. I don't really want to go yet. And hey, roommate, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Hit that like button. Help me get to 20 likes on this live stream before I end it. I think that'll be the most likes that I get on a live stream while I'm still doing the live stream. Not, after post. I am tired though. Still got 2.5 hours to go. 18, nice. Two more. Let's get up to that 20 likes. Let's go. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just tired and punchy. Makes me want to flick myself in the head again. See if this actually turns. Because I still have, according to this, I still have 18. I know it takes a minute before it changes. So if I'm actually up to the 19 likes, it's going to take a minute. We're up to the 20 likes. But I thank you all for coming in. I am doing well. I am at work trying to stay awake. I am at 1 hour and 40 minutes on the stream. I've had a decent amount of people come through the stream within the last hour and a half. So I appreciate you all for doing that, showing me some love, stopping in and saying hello, hitting that like button, just like the rest of the people. You're in the hospital. Are you okay? Or are you working in the hospital? I am working overnight shift at a sporting facility, at a horse track. 19 likes according to my screen. I appreciate it. Give me that one more to 20. And hello, how are you? That is a very interesting and funny thing to use as a screen name because it already asks the question. What has you in the hospital? If you don't mind sharing or me asking. I'm just waiting to see the thumbs up change to 20 on my screen. I am bored, I am sleepy. Something. I know I'm being cheesy. Because I am very tired right now. I am struggling to stay awake. I know as soon as I shut the stream off, I'm going to start falling asleep. Wow, that sucks. Was it from a poisonous spider? Or was it just a random non-toxic spider and you just happened to get an infection? Hello? Thank you for coming in. Give me a minute. Not appreciating this one person. That stinks. Alright, so that one person, I don't know if I blocked them, but I did not appreciate them sounding like they were starting some stuff, about to start some stuff. And I'm not looking for my video to get flagged because of somebody else's screen name. So yep. As you can see, I didn't even say anything and they start, I don't think they necessarily sent anything out, I didn't give them a chance to go to start anything, so. And just the name alone kind of gave me the feeling that it wasn't going to be a good thing, so. I don't consider myself left, right, liberal, Republican, whatever. I don't consider any of that. I consider myself to just be, open and positive and about humanity. Whether that makes me liberal or not, I don't put a label on it. And regardless of what your personal view is, doesn't give you the right to say anything about anybody else. So you can have your opinion. I care more when it starts affecting me or the people around me, or you want to be a negative person, then be that in your own space. Go find the people that are on that same wave, mindset and wavelength. So, and in the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. All right. Well, according to my screen, I'm back to 18 likes, so still need two more people, two more likes to hit that 20. I'll give it 10 more minutes, maybe 20 more minutes. We'll see, because I do have to get to the restroom as well. So I'll let my ladder let me know when I really have to go, and then I'll have to go. Even the other night, I think 4th of July, I was stumbling through a couple of live streams, and one guy that looked like he happened to be from Boston, I jumped on his stream, and it was his stream, so he's got the right to say and feel and do whatever he wants. But the words that were coming out of his mouth made me believe that he was on, that supremacy side of things. So I left the stream and I unsupported him and I left it at that. He can believe and think what he wants. And yeah, I don't need that in my feed. I obviously have, maybe not obviously because I don't show a lot of my family to begin with, but I think hugged me and she subscribed to your name or channel. Technically you don't have a channel. You don't post anything, but Dead fish. Do I know the way? Yeah, go that way. Hit that like button. Thank you for coming in, Dead fish. Welcome to the room filled of love and positivity and chill, positive vibes, where I randomly do, start talking and rhyme just to make you smile, have a good time. All right, all right, all right. I'm just 2 away from 20 likes on this stream. And I think that would be the most I've gotten while being live. I want to say live on air because I feel like I'm on the radio. Hello, Aspie Frog. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for the like. I'm apparently at 19 likes. I need one more to hit that 20. Just one more. And another one. And another one. Major key. Major keys. I dropped the major keys. That's what I get for trying to be funny. Instant karma. Let's go. 20 more likes. Hashtag I am the greatest. Hashtag you are the greatest. Let's show the world how great we are. You think I'm weird. You really need to go to the hashtag I'm a create-a-thon. I'll send you the link tomorrow. But be warned that if you actually go in and you say hello, you may get a bunch of people subscribing to your channel even though you don't post anything. No. I am not a Nazi. Second one tonight. All right, so this is what's going to happen. Next week when you're at my house, we're going to do a live stream. And we're going to see who comes into the live stream. And I'm going to put out a thing saying if you should make content on YouTube. And I'm sure there'll be a create-a-thon next Saturday. All right, hopefully that took care of him this time. You notice how I don't say anything back, right? I just start clicking on stuff. Because there's no reason for me to respond. Well, then again, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not going to lie, it does bother me. Yeah, I keep deleting them. I guess this would be a good reason to have mods. Still waiting on that 20th like. Let's see if they're coming back. Just need one more like. One more like. Let's hit the 20. Pinko. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end this. I got some horses coming in, so I should get focused on that. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna end it. As always, like, love, share, and inspire. See you in the next video. Much love. Have a good night. Have a good night, guys. Much love. Peace. Stay positive.